Kia ora koutou. Welcome to Mount Smart number 2 for the second match in our weekly doubleheader of Wednesday Night League. Coming next, it is the Steele-Shanks Women's Premiership, Taniwharau against the Pakuranga Jaguars. The side still looking for its first win of the season. And Taniwharau, potentially with a win tonight, could move themselves into the top 4. If you're just joining us, the game before us, an absolute cracker in round 9 of the Fox Memorial, and Pakuranga knocked off the number 1 team, Richmond, 27-24. A field goal to James Dowie, and then a Dowie try minutes later certainly turned the game on its head, and they now both lead the Fox Memorial Premiership with an 8-1 record. Different story here, though. Taniwharau looking to get another win, make it win number 3 for the season, and push for a playoff up against this Pakuranga Jaguars side that is a new side with a lot of players coming from rugby and learning the ropes, but certainly wanting their first win of the season. This is the Taniwharau side, coached by Patara Berryman, and they say they come up from Huntley every week or wherever they have to play so they can play with the best because they want to become a better team. They are a very strong team when it comes to wanting to better themselves. Stephen Mackay with Crystal Roto in the house. This will be an interesting one. You bashed up on Pakuranga last week, so it's an opportunity. Funnily enough, it's fallen the way of Taniwharau. It's a push for a top 4 spot.
Yeah, they deserve a top 4 spot. I feel like they've grown from strength to strength this year, but that's been a build-up over the last couple of seasons. You know, they've stuck at it. They've kept grinding away, and they deserve a top 4 spot for sure.
This is how they line up. Interestingly, they only have 2 on the bench, and that is Roemata Crawford and 17 Kopaniko. You've got Tia Toka in the number 2 playing centres, normally plays at hooker, and then you've got Leah Rees-Toka playing in the second row. Normally she's in the centres. So they've made some changes, and it's going to be interesting, particularly when you're running with just a 2-person bench. So that's going to put a real pressure on them. We'll just have to wait and see how it unrolls. Here come the Pakuranga Jaguars. A lot of new faces, young women that are wanting to play the great game of rugby league. And that's what we don't mind about it, Chris, when you think about it. I mean, it is a tough game to learn, particularly if your head's embedded in another sport.
Oh, definitely. I really feel for Pakuranga. They've struggled this season. You know, they've had quite a few injuries, as many other teams, but here's how their team lines up. Lines up
with Lisa Po'etoifeono in the number 8 jersey. Keep your eye on her, along with the likes of Naz Sio Manutafa and Merapa Sio Manutafa, and also Barbara Ova in the number 12 jersey. Gets through a stack of work, but they too only have a shortened bench, 3 in Shama, Ioane and Ihakara. So shortened benches, could be a long night for both these sides. Brent Newton is in charge of this one this evening. And Lopa Ovale and Chris McMillan, who refereed the last match, well, he's going to run touch tonight. So they're working the boys over from the Auckland Rugby League. A cool night, 10 degrees. It was a lot cooler last week, so as the year rolls on, you get the better weather. That's what we enjoy. So week 9 of the Steele-Shanks Premiership to finish off this Wednesday Night League doubleheader. Should be a goodie. Pakuranga will be receiving the ball. You heard referee Newton say it. So let's just see how Taniwharau go. I love the communication. I think it was Brent Newton refereed one of the matches last week, and it was almost like a comedy show listening to him talk to some of the players. As I said in the earlier game, it's just as entertaining listening to the referees in Wednesday Night League as it is watching our fine Wahine play the footy. So here we go. Taniwharau to get us underway. Opening week 9 of the Steele-Shanks Premiership. And we're underway, and it's gone right out on the full. That's not how you start a match. Taniwharau handing the ball straight back to Pakuranga on halfway.
Yeah, definitely not the start that Taniwharau would have wanted, a kick out on the full. Good opportunity, though, here for Pakuranga.
From what you saw last week, what do you think Pakuranga can offer today?
Well, with Pakuranga, they've got a lot of players that have just come into play because that's how struggling they've been for numbers. So they've just got to stick to a basic and simple game plan, just going forward. That's about sort of all I could say, because last week they were short on their bench as well.
So, early mistake made by Pakuranga. So, early mistake made on their first set, which is not what they wanted. So that windfall of getting the ball early has gone away. And straight away, the time is, he's called time off on the clock. Okay, so we are aware that one of the players has suffered a cut somewhere. Oh, there we go. Taken one on the honker, I think.
Is that the lady that got concussed the other game we called? And she was on the St. John's?
You might be right, actually.
Poor thing. It's unfortunate for Pakuranga, who are already short on their bench.
So here we go. Taniwharau with the ball. So let's see what they've learnt after their win last week, and they had a good win last week too. Taniwharau moving through. That is Picky Hickey Sweet. Taniwharau with the win against Howick last week, 32-20. Pakuranga conceding 70 to Crystal's side at Pakuranga. So Taniwharau, that's a great run by Leah Rees-Talker. She is going to be dangerous all night. 5 and last. Taniwharau going to the line, going to the left-hand side, spinning it, cut-out ball. Well, they're going to need to pick it up, and they've survived that one attack. That's a great return, too, by Pakuranga. I think the one interesting thing here is they're not and you'll look at this and go, yeah, maybe a little too eager. They're willing to throw it early, move the ball early, deep in their own half. And I'm sure when you're learning the game, that's not what you want them to do. Just play out the set conservatively, right?
Yeah, play it safe. Just definitely play it safe. Keep it simple.
Teratia Tenaki with the touch finder that hasn't found touch, but it has bounced behind the Taniwharau player. That's Trinity. That's Tiramaria Muru Hauraki.
Above the elbows with those arms. Again, above the elbows. Roll them up.
The long sleeves.
What do I call time back on? I've stopped it. Make me here. Pakuranga.
So you're not allowed to wear any undergarments that are below the elbows. That's what the ref is telling her, to roll them up.
Really? Where's the advantage gained by that?
It's just the rule.
Let's just move on. This is Rooney Cowan.
Hands off! Release the leg!
Gee, they're getting some easy meters around dummy half of Taniwharau.
Move now, eh? Here we are with me.
Cowan is waiting. Looks up and finds Honor Wilson. She shovels it off to Jamie Homaha. Last time I saw Jamie Homaha play, she didn't even play the ball. Got away with that one, but they come again. This time it finds Diamond Henry.
Hand over there.
And they've survived another raid. So that was Jade Wharamate under that. So nice work, Pakuranga.
Yeah, some good defensive efforts from Pakuranga. A couple of good contacts as well, which slowed the play down of Taniwharau. Well done to Pakuranga on those two defensive sets.
This is Crystal Taufui. Pushed back by 3. Wairua Lloyd waiting.
Go,
Yeah, they're not afraid, are they? This is Naz Si'u Manutafa.
Lost forward, ladies. Trying to promote the
They've
ball.
lost it forward. So close to their own line, Pakuranga.
Looked like a strong carry as she tried to continue to drive forward.
Just popped out, didn't
Popped
it?
out.
So Taniwharau in strong field position. Pakuranga has survived 2 raids. Can they survive a third so early in the first half? That's Diamond Henry. Oh, ball's lost and away they go. Here comes Pakuranga. Will they be the first to score? The chase is a good one. That was Jade Wharamate. Now they need a quick play the ball. Si'u Manutafa's waiting. Plays a little dummy. Good play. They've got Taniwharau backtracking and doing the job. They need to get their momentum.
Look at this off the back of a Taniwharau scrum. Diamond Henry loses the ball in there. Ref doesn't call anything, so play on's the call. And Jade Wharamate.
So Pakuranga with an early chance. Wairua Lloyd. They're going a little bit longer. Lucky to get away with that. Laniqua Roundtree. Lissaboy Tofeono. Edging closer to the Taniwharau line. The Jaguars showing their teeth. Look out. Here comes Atuyuane. Closing in. They decide to go straight through. This is Si'u Manutafa. That was brave. Obviously likes the direct route. Pakuranga. They're going to get another penalty. Early jump by the defence. So the person that went off is still holding the nose. My gosh, that might have been a hell of a knock. The Jaguars, can they be first to score? That's a tidy carry first up. 4 in the tackle from Taniwharau. Trying to stop Tofeono. Roundtree waiting. Gets a good ball out. Finds Lloyd. Not really busting the line at this point. The defence is up to it. It's a quick defence up too. Kicked through by Tanaki. And it's picked up by Taniwharau. So a little bit of a weak attack there, but they've had all the ball. But now they have to make Taniwharau work off their own line. Ball's come free. 2 in the tackle. So Taniwharau will be happy with that. But you can see there's improvement there by Pakuranga. They had the options, just really couldn't find it. They needed a runner. They needed a runner coming off there rather than just shoveling it out, didn't they?
Yeah, just sort of playing one off the ruck kind of footy.
Here comes Picky. So Taniwharau with ball. How well can they use it? It's Manaurewa Howell playing the ball. It's a nice little run there from Rooney Cowan. She's been busy early in this half. Gets an extra bit of helping from Lissa Tofeono. Slow play the ball. Comes out. Oh, look at... Oh, yes. That's good D by Teratia Tanaki. She read that beautifully. Was all over Trinity Crosby. Oh, yes. Low and slow like a good barbecue, that one. And a bigger hit. Nice work. Wait for the second one. Yeah.
Definitely seen some good defensive efforts from Pakuranga early in this game, which is very impressive.
And they get the penalty, so Roundtree with the ball. Patara Berryman won't be happy with this performance so far by Taniwharau. I know it's only early in the piece. We've just about had 10 minutes of play, but he'll have seen enough to get grumpy.
you. That's good.
Kopanikau was on now for Taniwharau. Pikiheki's suite is off. Put themselves under a little bit of pressure. This is Crystal Tofui. What to say, they're having to commit players. Taniwharau. I'm just waiting for a run, aren't you? I'm waiting for a runner. I'm waiting for someone to have a crack. Because you get the impression they could actually open this Taniwharau line up. Tainaki is close to running behind her own player. This is the impressive Se'o Manutafa, picked up by Nikarangi, and Waimea just comfortably gets it off their line. Tell you what, Julie Pritchard didn't muck around, didn't she? Wanted to hang on a little bit longer, but there's no one acting in half there. There's a huge gap opened up there.
I think her arm was actually stuck at the back. It didn't look like she had her hand in her hair.
It looked a little weird here. Watch closely here. So... Oh, no.
Oh, she's holding her jersey, but her hair must be in her jersey. Yeah.
You do wonder sometimes when you put that in a cap. You're asking for trouble. Getting close to the line is Diamond Henry. Nikurangi. Homaha puts the big paw out, the right one. Takes two to put it down. Paiko looks back up, finds Kopanikau off the bench. Taniwharau with easy ball. Look out, Homaha! Homaha scores! There's the first points of the night in week 9 of the Steele-Shanks Premiership, and that goes to Jamie Homaha. Well, it was coming, Crystal.
Oh, yeah, it was good ruck identification from Paiko. Just comes out, brings the marker with her, feeds it to Homaha. Too powerful, too strong, gets Taniwharau on the ball.
But there's enough to see from Pakuranga that suggests they won't be walkovers. They've held well so far.
Yeah, would like to hope that they continue with that, and this ain't the time that the floodgates open. So hopefully Pakuranga continue to defend how they have been in this opening minutes of the game.
So the conversion attempt now. In good position for the extra 2 points for Taniwharau. Struck nicely, and Trinity Crosby puts that one across, so they get the full set to start this match off Taniwharau. It's 6-0. Taniwharau lead Pakuranga here on Mount Smart number 2. It's the opening match of week 9 in the Steele-Shanks Premiership, live here on Sky Sport and also live on the Auckland Rugby League YouTube channel, wherever you are watching around New Zealand, around the world. Welcome to Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland, on a rather cool Wednesday night. The second match in our doubleheader. It's sitting around 10 degrees local. That's nice. That's crisp. We can take that. A little bit colder, then we'll start moaning.
It's nice temperature to play footy in, that's for sure.
Oh, okay. And that's speaking from someone who knows how to play a lot of footy.
It's not nice standing out there doing interviews, though.
Okay, I hear the violence. I hear that violence starting up. Pakuranga with the restart through Merapa Se'o Manutafa. And back in the hands of the green and golds. It's not Australia this time. It's Taniwharau out of Huntly. Nice solid carries in the first two. Already into Pakuranga's half. Pakuranga have to hold firm. They're letting a lot of room, allowing Taniwharau to do what they want here. That's Capri Paiko. This is Kupaniko trying to shrug off players. Still going as Kupa. Capri waiting. Gets it out. And they just slowly move it along. They're a little short out on the right-hand side. Crosby comes in. This is Tuka. This is Tia, normally playing at hooker, playing at centre tonight. Meters away from the line. Messy play. And they'll have a number lined up. And do they get across? One would suggest yes. And that is Ngamoko Totorewa. Second try of the evening to Taniwharau through Ngamoko Totorewa in the number 9 jersey. They just piled the numbers on. They were short, had work to do. She had to have to do the old hit and spin and still had to get down. And that's a fine try to Totorewa.
Yeah, she had 3 defenders on her in this instance. It's too strong and too powerful though. Using her leg drive. Great effort.
So Ngamoko Totorewa scores for Taniwharau. Makes it more of a challenging kick for Trinity Crosby because it's well out. It's about 18 out. And just in from the touchline. Hell of an angle. Takes the time. There's a wee peekaboo. Takes a second look. Crosby, that looks good, is it? And yes, skimmed over the crossbar, but again they get 100% outcome from that, and it's 12-0. Taniwharau lead Pakuranga in the first half of week 9 in the Steele-Shanks Premiership. Some of these girls still getting used to being on the tally. Rooney Cowan with a bit of a giggle there. Get the camera out of my face, please. I'm here to play footy. So Pakuranga with the restart. They won't want to keep doing this. They'll want to try and settle down. A little over 22 minutes to play in the first half. So there's the restart. It's high and taken beautifully. And here comes the charge. Look at this. It's a good carry from Kupaniko. Oh, markers weren't looking. They just allowed Honor Wilson to get an extra 10, and they're almost to halfway on play 2. Oh, big mistake, not looking. Tried to get the quick play. Just bounced off the chest of the runner. So now Pakuranga with another chance. This is Jade Wharamata. She looks dangerous when she's got the ball in hand. Give her a bit of space. She's going to cause them all sorts of bother, isn't she, Crystal?
Yeah, she's pretty deceptive.
Julie Pritchard. This is Kirihei Ihakara. Roundtree waiting. Decides to go alone. Just didn't find the runner close enough. And Melissa Seselja is back on after that knock to the nose. And so they kick and go. Chase looks good here. Tainaki's chasing. They've allowed it to bounce. Now all they need to do is get their player out and get the ball back, and they've done a good job on that. That deserves a very nice little golf clap, that play. That was smart.
Definitely stepped it up, Pakuranga. Looking like they've got some set plays happening. Some good connection with their defence.
But this is where they've got to get going now. Seselja, ball comes behind her. Roundtree goes alone, looks up. Nice little heads-up play. Still trying to back into the players, but they dump her on a deck. About 5 out from the Taniwharau line. They go to the runners came hellishly off the line. Tainaki just swamped, but boy, their line speed was lightning at that moment for Taniwharau. Lloyd running into traffic. Tainaki waiting. What can they do? They look like they've got numbers out the wire, but they're not looking. They're just one-out plays are going to get them nowhere. 5 and last for Pakuranga. Another chance for them this close to the Taniwharau line. Gee, those runners are quick off the line. They go to the air. Good chance for them. Backing in, no. Too much defence on Crystal Tofui.
It's a good option, though.
They've got the ball back.
Scored a penalty in front.
One might suggest those runners getting off, breaking the line, getting inside that 10 too quick. So, can they do something here? That's a good, strong carry early from Barbara Ovar. Find a runner. So Selja gets the ball away. Nice work. They move to the right-hand side. They've got numbers. Oh, it's gone down. Has it been touched? Yes, it has. Had a moment. There was their opportunity. So Selja getting the ball away was a great second phase play. And they had numbers, but the pass was too far out in front.
Yeah, the option was right, but the pass wasn't quite on.
And let's be quite clear about Pakuranga, right? A lot of young women in there, learning the game for the first time, probably doing it tough, being beaten up a lot of the weekends and learning a new game. But you know what? We've seen improvement already in the first 20 minutes. We've seen improvement, haven't we?
Seen improvement, and I love the fact they just keep showing up.
A lot to be said for that. And that's about a great attitude.
Last week in our game, they just never gave up. Still smiling, which would be hard to do when you're sort of these big score lines. So got to give it up to the Pakuranga Jags.
So Taniwharau. Here lies the difference, right? Just going through the numbers. Oh, that's terrible. I got to say that's just not what they wanted. Rooney Khan got one behind her and just goes straight to the deck. Patata Berryman will not be a happy coach. He'll be in them a little at halftime a little bit because these are unforced errors we haven't seen as much of on the occasions we've had them on Wednesday Night League.
No, definitely not. When we think about the game we caught against Otara, the standard and the level they were playing at is matching Otara. I feel like they could have dropped a little bit of that tonight. But I'm sure after halftime chat they'll get back on track after they've had a few words given to them.
Jade Whanamata, another good carry and run. Lloyd puts her head down. The good thing here is they are committing Taniwharau players, so they're opening the space up for themselves. They're just not taking advantage of it. So Selja runs the dummy run. Pritchard, she finds Tofui. They're going close, but they've gone too close to the line. So again, this is where the inexperience comes in. Early in the tackle count, they didn't need to keep going that way. They just sort of come back and taken the tackle earlier.
Yeah, a little bit of an experience. You probably would have preferred to sort of drop your winger back under or, have your winger step back inside just to play it safe, stay away from the sideline. But, as the games progress, Pakuranga will learn more and more, and there's be a lot of learnings from these games for them.
Taniwharau. This is Tena Maria Muru Hauraki. Up and running now, Taniwharau. Getting some easy meters off Pakuranga. Just a little bit, there seems to be a little bit of a communication problem with Taniwharau. They look a little unsettled. Kopuniko with the play. 40 out from the Jags line. They're going to go to the air. Now, what's the defense like? They're just nice and easy. There's no panic. I like that. No panic whatsoever. They had Jamie Homaha, the try scorer, running at them. But no, we'll just take that and away we go again. As you said, keep showing up. Tofui with the carry. And let's remember too, both these teams have shortened benches. This will be interesting later on because Taniwharau only have 2 on the bench. The Jags have 3. If you can stay in the hunt and not let them get away, you might even suggest Pakuranga are a chance, particularly when fatigue sets in at the back end of this match. It's gone backwards, thankfully. They get away with it. There's no tackle there on Wairua Lloyd, so she made some metres off the back of a poor pass. Whakamate finds Tainaki. Not the biggest kick in the world. Well, they're going to go for it. And now they call the forward pass. Late call on the forward pass, or the knock-on, shall we say, excuse me, from the touchy. So the ball will go back in the hands of the Taniwharau team, leading 12-0, under 15 to play in the first half. Solid first effort by Pakuranga here, remembering they got belted by Papakura by 70 last week. Oh, ball's gone back, has it? No. So, another free ball, basically, for Pakuranga. So, they've set and ready to go. This is Roundtree off the back of the scrum. Makes a tiny little 10 metres. That's a decent carry from Kirihei Ihakara. So Selja. Oh, run poorly times. Selja on the forward pass. All that hard work.
Yeah, seen a lot of errors already in this game.
Yeah, this is letting them down a little bit because they're getting themselves in good field position, Pakuranga. And I mean, it's obvious, right? But the execution is just off. They don't seem too far off, if you know what I mean.
No, definitely not. With that one that didn't make it to the wing, it was the right option, just didn't get there.
So maybe the plan now is for Taniwharau to spread Pakuranga, see if they can stretch their D as they come down the touchline. This is Nikuharangi. There's Waimea looking to play the ball. Wants to get a quick play, doesn't get it from Julie Pritchard. Now they start their running game. Rooney Cowan. Drums of the Anuanua dance troupe. Cook Islands team. Sounds like you're at a Warriors match, except it's Wednesday night in the Steele-Shanks Premiership. Taniwharau, a lot of ball now. Kick on the last. All they need to do is just be safe, and that's what they do. Take the tackle.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I like how safe Pakuranga's been at the back. They've thrown a couple of good kicks their way, but Pakuranga's been at the back to tidy them up. They've got to work hard to get down into their good ball area.
You want to see them probably just maybe one pass, two pass, rather than the one out running, because they're doing it tough getting out of here. Selja. Good carry, spinning, still going forward. That's a good carry from the front rower. Here we go. Let's see what they can do. This is where they let themselves down. No, it's still alive. Still alive. I thought it'd been knocked forward, but again, too close to the line. Second time. So they're not helping themselves there. You'd want a runner to say, hey, you know, what you're doing is great here. Stay away from the sideline at the moment, you know.
Yeah, well, they've made that error, you know, not long ago, and it's just they've made it again.
So 10.5 to play in the first half. Still only 12-0 in favour of Taniwharau. It's Lea Rees-Tuka, the skipper for Taniwharau. upended. Cowan dumped on her back, so Seldra involved in that one. Omaha, the try scorer. Oh, taken down from behind. Decked, you might say. Honor Wilson still going. Well, one-on-one strip, almost there. Nice attempt, though. Omaha, same spot almost. Looking for another. Held up. 5 and last. Can they defend? Taniwharau looking for try number 3. They're short out on the right. Has that ball gone forward? It certainly hasn't gone forward, but it's still alive. Getting a little excited, just drop on the ball.
Showed some good defense on the line though, Pakuranga. You know, they're really scrambling hard and working hard for each other. And
it's just, it feels like it's just those little basics, like don't get too carried away. Don't see, you know, they get excited, ball comes away. Drop down on it. Give yourself a full set. Still, here we go again. Taniwharau trying to bust the line for the 3rd time in this half, but Pakuranga have held solid. Cooper, Nico, I've liked what she's done since coming off the bench, Cooper. Paiko waiting, looks up, finds Howell. Howell still moving, still going forward. Needs 3 defenders to slow her down. Paiko goes to the left, cut out ball, going, and not gone. Again, good defense by Pakuranga in stopping Taniwharau.
oh, they're just putting on pressure. Just pressure, you know, getting on from the inside, putting pressure on them to force those passes. The passes aren't quite making it. A lot of handling errors from Taniwharau, which has been extremely costly for them.
Nice little crescent moon, keeping a watch over us tonight, Crystal. One should say to all the mums and dads out there that are now dealing with school holidays, trust it's going well. Hard to believe the year is racing by.
Oh, it is.
My goodness, we're into our the 33rd Olympic Games, the Paris edition coming up very soon. And if you're watching that on Sky, 12 channels to look forward to, 1 gold channel, the best ofs, all lots of live sport all over the place. 2 weeks of the best as the New Zealand team go for gold in Paris 2024. Tuwhaiono playing the ball. Tenaki. And that kick comes from Barbara Ova. I don't think she was expecting to have to do that. I like what I'm seeing. I mean, it's certainly not coming in fits and starts. Consistently right now, the defense of Taniwharau was good, and so player upset that they've knocked the ball on here. That was Te Maria Muru Hauraki. She didn't like what she saw, and then went and then she gets the penalty pushed against her anyway.
Oh, she's lucky that I didn't turn around and push her back.
Now, we've seen that before, haven't we?
We have.
It's very unexpected, and I got a little excited, and you were very disappointed.
I was.
If I remember rightly. No, that was in the Otara game.
It was.
Yeah. Who were they playing that night?
Taniwharau.
Oh, that's right. But we are playing a contact sport, right? Let's remember, we're playing a contact sport.
Tackle contact, not hitting contact.
Well, I think it was actually slaps.
Yeah, it was.
It was slaps. So Pakuranga with a chance, 6 and a bit to play in the first half. Can they convert? They've had plenty of ball. So Selja met strongly, but is able to gain the line. Hold that ball, girl. Oh, that was close. Lloyd took a high shot. Well, she thought it was a high shot from her opposite number, and Leoris Toka. She sort of gasped a little bit when she took the shot. Ball through the legs, picked up. This is Pritchard. Pritchard again, strong carry, still going is Julie Pritchard. 5.5 to play. Can the Jags score? This would do them a world of good. Tawhaiono. Still moving Tawhaiono, wanting the extra metre. Bench is excited about this. Here's a really good opportunity. What have they got? Good run. This coming from Ova. 5 and last. Pakuranga. What have they got? Do they go to the boot? Oh, you bet they do. What's the kick like? It's okay. And there's a potential here for Richmond. Comes back inside, but the defence is all over it. Had their moment. Had their moment.
Very impressed with what Pakuranga are producing tonight.
It's coming, isn't it?
It definitely is.
You can feel it.
And I can see it from last week to tonight.
What is the big difference?
It's a few days. Oh, well, obviously their confidence levels and what they're trying to do is very evident. Their defence is a lot stronger. The contact and the way they're defending is so much stronger from the weekend. So big ups to Pakuranga and what Joe Abraham is doing with the team.
To the Mario Hauraki. What's going on here? This is all over the place. There are some real communication issues here tonight with Taniwharau. As we see Uruimata Crawford and 7 off the bench. So Selch giving away the penalty. Gave them a bit of a stink eye. Referee stink eye there, didn't he? Don't do that. Glare. Stink eye. Kupaniko, I've been impressed with her. Just takes it forward. Being given easy meters. Speaking of easy meters, look out. Here they go again. This is Paiko. Diamond Henry waiting. Looks up. Finds a gap. Finds Honor Wilson out there in the 3 jersey. Able to get the ball away. Didn't hear the call. Henry again monstered. Trying to slow the play down. Get their defence set. Marcus went really square here. They come in. Homaha wants another. Tackled down low beautifully by Lloyd. Close to the line now. Are they going to go over again? This is Howell. Pushed back. 5 and last. Watch out. They're short on the right. Try time. And this time it's to the skipper, Leah Rees-Toka. Taniwharau pick up try number 3 with a little under 3 to play.
Yeah, they definitely had numbers on the left edge, and Leah Rees-Toka moved in a position, playing in the second row, usually out in the centres, sometimes in the half. She's all over the place, but she's over the line tonight for her first try.
All that hard work, that must be deflating for Pakuranga. All that hard work for the last 25 minutes. Easy.
Yeah, there's so much space on the edge, and there has been all night, but, you know, Taniwharau have been sort of playing up the middle majority of the game where the space is on the edge, but they haven't been able to quite get to the edge. But in this instance, they've got wide and found easy space, so no doubt they'll be looking to the edges to get it to the edges earlier. Well,
and that's the crazy thing, because the last time they went down there twice, they were pushed back, Taniwharau. So that's, you know, that's just a concentration error by the Pakuranga Jaguars. So Crosby is 2 from 2 at the moment, because you make it 3 from 3 just before half time. We shall see. Lines it up, strikes it sweetly, and no. Doesn't get it. She's kicking 2 from 3, but it's 16-0. Taniwharau against Pakuranga, and we're almost at half-time. This is the opening match in week 9 of the Steele-Shanks Premiership. 2 other matches being played around Auckland at the weekend. Oh, there's a lot of keenness in there. We must be getting close to half-time. 1 minute to go before the hooter sounds. So I think Joe Abraham can take a lot from that first 40.
Oh, yeah, I definitely believe so too. He's done a lot of hard work with the Pakuranga women's team, and the fact he's had so many injuries, new women coming in. It's always hard as a coach to keep teaching and reteaching once new people join the team. So he's done a brilliant job with the ladies.
There's the challenge of being a coach. Merepe Steele-Shanks will restart this match with under 30 seconds to play in the first half. Pakuranga, by the way, in the men's Fox Premiership upset Richmond 27-24 in the earlier game. Steele-Shanks, oh, and they've gone in front of the kicker. A little bit of impatience, but it might just work out okay. We're at half time. Mr. Newton wants to get the... Still wants to see it done. So, one last throw of the dice before the half by Taniwharau, and then Mr. Newton should blow this one up for half time. And that he does. A solid effort by Taniwharau, but a much improved effort by Pakuranga in the first half here at Mount Smart Stadium number 2. Stick with us. We'll take a look back at those 3 tries and also remind you what happened in college footy last week on finals day in the Auckland Rugby League college competition. 16-0 Taniwharau over Pakuranga.
Uso, Tempo,
Uso,
Mate,
Talofa, Vinaka Saipe.
It's 7th season. When are you sending the money over?
Don't worry about it. It's sent through ClickX. It's fast and easy.
But how fast will the money get here?
Oh, heckers, mate. It's like this fast. Hurry up, man. Hurry up.
Oh, sorry. We'll buy that TV.
ClickX for super fast, easy money transfers to Tonga, Samoa, Fiji, Vanuatu, Cook Islands, and Papua New Guinea. Go to clickx.com now.
Introducing Curo by Downlights, exclusively at Briscoe's, where luxury meets purpose. At Downlights, we believe in the power of diversity, equity and inclusivity. That's why we're proud to employ industrious young adults with Down syndrome and learning disabilities. With every Downlights candle or Briscoe's Curo home fragrance purchase, you are supporting meaningful employment opportunities for young disabled New Zealanders. Briscoe's proudly supports Downlights.
Tasman FX are the trusted global payment specialists in Australia and New Zealand, offering a streamlined, cost-effective and simplified approach to global payments and FX. Our experienced consultants will tailor your foreign exchange to best suit your needs, with highly competitive exchange rates and outstanding customer service across a broad range of foreign exchange services. Take the stress out of FX with Tasman Foreign Exchange. Visit tasmanfx.com for more information.
Mount Smart Stadium in the half-time break of Week 9 of the Steele-Shanks Women's Premiership in Auckland Rugby League, and Taniwharau out of Huntly lead Pakuranga 16-0. 3 tries to Taniwharau, but they've had to work hard against a Pakuranga side that had 70 put on them last week, but Homaha was the first to get through.
Yeah, it's beautiful ruck identification by Capri Paiko to feed the ball to Jamie Homaha to get their first points on the board. She's so strong and so powerful. She's scored several tries like this, Jamie, just by surging and powering over the line. Look at her. Two defenders she's carrying along over into the try line.
Next to score with Ngamoto Totorewa.
Yeah, nice close range try. Straight pass off the deck, hit and spin. Still driving her legs, and beautiful try there by Totorewa.
This is the close-up look at it. She had to work for the try. Had 3 defenders, 4 defenders in there. Bumped 2 off and then got it down. And the ref touches right on the spot, and then Leah Reese took a numbers game simple.
Oh, simple. They'd worked hard through the middle third to earn this try, so nice, beautiful long pass from Paiko again. Nice and strong run there by Leah Reese Tuka, who's moved into the second row position, and an easy try for her. She's barely touched.
And it was a bit of a surprise too, because they'd gone down that way at least 3 times before in the half and had been pushed back by the Pakuranga Jaguars, so it was probably a little bit of a concentration lapse by them. Taniwharau with just a little bit more ball. Their completion rates are very similar. They won't be happy with that, those completion rates whatsoever. One line break to Pakuranga. I think that was from Jade Wharamate earlier in the game. But right now the score is 16-0 Taniwharau. As we remind you about the excitement of last week's Auckland Rugby League College Finals at Go Media Mount Stadium, number 1.
DC, 1, 2, 3, 4. Real chopper. Hey! Get a bag from it, then I never call her. Now she tripping, going crazy. Tell her let her bubble. OG see me coming through and they say that's a baller. That's a baller. That's a started from the bottom, really in that order. Make a call, bring them pants down. Smoking loud like some rap sound. Wanna come around now, cause they know me really got the crown now. Put my mans on, put the crown down, tell her, turn up. When it cut to action, ride with me screaming. Ballin' on them like I'm James Harden. I don't drop it if it ain't fun. I don't if it ain't fun. Still eating and I ain't torn. Getting it. Got that ladder with me with the 33 and Scotty Pippen it.
Tasman FX are the trusted global payment specialists in Australia and New Zealand, offering a streamlined, cost-effective and simplified approach to global payments and FX. Our experienced consultants will tailor your foreign exchange to best suit your needs, with highly competitive exchange rates and outstanding customer service across a broad range of foreign exchange services. Take the stress out of FX with Tasman Foreign Exchange. Visit tasmanfx.com for more information.
Paso, Taco,
Uso,
Mate,
Talofa, Vinaka Saipe.
it's 7th season. When are you sending the money over?
Don't worry about it. It sends through ClickX. It's fast and easy.
But how fast will the money get here?
Oh, heckers, mate. It's like this fast.
Hurry up, man. Hurry up. oh, sorry. We'll buy that TV.
ClickX for super fast, easy money transfers to Tonga, Samoa, Fiji, Vanuatu, Cook Islands, and Papua New Guinea. Go to clickx.com now.
Next week on Wednesday Night League. At 6, the Papakura Seagulls take on the Otara Scorpions. Followed at 8 in the Fox with the Otara men taking on the Glenora Bears. ARL Wednesday Night League. Live on Sky Sport 3 and the ARL YouTube channel.
Second half almost set to go in week 9 of the Steele-Shanks Women's Premiership in Wednesday Night League, brought to you by the Auckland Rugby League and its suite of very good sponsors here. Mount Smart Stadium number 2, and good, Nick, it's already seen Papakura in the Men's Fox Memorial Premiership upset Richmond 27-24, a field goal late for James Dowie. That wasn't enough for him, and he put on a try, and that extended everything. It went down to the wire, but that was a hell of a match. Both those teams now sitting on 8-1 records as we get ready for the restart, and it will be Pakuranga trailing by 16 to start against Taniwharau. So we talked about the improvement by Pakuranga in the first half. We'll see how they go in the second half. Just remember, this is a Pakuranga side that got towelled up by Pakuranga last week and conceded 70, but they have certainly shown much improvement, according to the coach who handed them that loss with her team, and Crystal Orota sitting beside me. But it's these moments, you just cannot let them get away, and running like that. Well, they were Howell just running through pretty flimsy defence. They need to be on the game early. Ball's gone back, it's loose. And away they go again. There's just no one looking after Trinity Crosby, and she's doing it with a smile on her face. Tackle 4, he's calling 4. He's got his arm there. I thought he was calling 5. I heard 4, but there's no one there. They better hope that's going to bounce out, and they will get that 7 tackle set. So survived a little bit of a spook there. They just literally walked through that Pakuranga defence, Crystal.
Oh, there's some good momentum that was built from Taniwharau, and that came from the hooker, Capri Poko, just bringing the forwards onto the ball and generating that ruck speed. But yeah, it was all too easy. They're going to want to slow the ball down the next defensive set for sure.
Been pretty impressed with the line speed of Taniwharau tonight. A couple of times late in that second half, they got caught out once, and they were rocketing off the line, but they have not allowed Pakuranga to get across the line. And this young lady here in the 6th jersey for Pakuranga, Merapet Manutafa, has certainly led the way. I mean, they're committing a lot of players into the tackle, Taniwharau. If Pakuranga could get some quick second phase, they might be able to create some problems.
Yeah, if the hooker could jump off the back of, the defence that's still retreating and get runners in behind the ruck, it'll really benefit Pakuranga.
So Selja, she got what? Oh, okay. Just on held, she got the ball away, but that's the second time she's done that. The last time was close to the line. And so she's thinking to try and get momentum.
Yeah, she's trying to get the ball away. She needs to have someone, running off her.
Roundtree. Lloyd looks up, and Siu Manutafa goes for it. Nicely taken at the back. It's Waimea Nikarangi. Referee Newton just making sure they get on the spot. Stickler for that. That's good D. That's strong D. Tufaiono, Lissa in there. See, this is where they get called out. Just acting half, and away they go. That's Trinity Crosby. Too easy. Walking through some big gaps. Taniwharau on the rampage early in the second 40. Homaha scored the first try of the match. Looks up, finds Peiko. This is Howell. Howell still going. Panic stations now for Pakuranga. Oh, she went so close to the line. Come out wide. Bit of a bobble. And in go Taniwharau. Do they on the back of Tia Toka? That spin might have done the job, and it did. So close to the touchline. Tia Toka scores the first try of the second half for Taniwharau.
Yeah, good work by Taniwharau. They seem to have found their groove in this second half. Good ball by Capri Paiko. A bit of juggling with the ball. Did well to hold up the defensive line. But that spin got Taniwharau in there for another try.
Yeah, I mean, the defence were up for it. And it was just momentum in the spin. Watch closely here. It's a really good tackle from Jade Faramate. They just couldn't hold the momentum.
Yeah, a bit of juggling here.
Oh, Totore with a try scorer. Just watch here. Almost. But it's another 4-pointer for Taniwharau and another challenging kick for Trinity Crosby. And just a reminder, in the biggest scheme of things, a win here tonight by Taniwharau will be very valuable to put them into the 4. Mount Albert, I think, are the team that might stand in their way somewhat. But who do they play this weekend? Oh, Papakura.
Yep, we got Mount Albert on Saturday.
Confident?
Sunny Nook.
Confident?
Always confident in my ladies.
Don't give anything away, Coach. Oh, Crosby's had a dud there. She knows it. The run-up was quite short, and then she almost sort of stuttered going into that one. So no extras added, but it's Taniwharau 20, Pakuranga with the donut right now. They just need again to reset and think about how they played most of that first half solidly. Because I'm sure the coach, Joe Abrahams, is going, I just want to see improvement.
Yeah, and like in the first half, they were putting a lot of pressure on by getting off their defensive line and not waiting for Taniwharau to come to them. But I feel in the second half, they've sort of been a little bit more stagnant and not sort of pushing up like they were in the first half. And that's allowed, Taniwharau to march up the field and get easy yards.
Can that sometimes happen at halftime? You sort of go out of the zone and then you take maybe 5 minutes to get back into it. Does that sometimes happen, or is that just...
Oh, I guess for some people, you kind of lose your momentum. It's freezing out there. I don't know, you might get cold. It's a long break, to be fair. At half time, it's 10 minutes and you're standing around freezing. So
yeah, well, they don't have the luxury of going back into the changing rooms.
Yes, exactly. It could take a bit of time to warm back into it.
Fair play. Good restart. Nicely taken by Taniwha. That's Roma to Crawford. Taniwha. Leah Reese-Talker tries score in the first half. Ooh, bit of a bobble for Kopaniko. Remember, of course, we have to pick a Health Basics player of the match. I'd like to think that Kopaniko is in the running there, just on her performance. Came off the bench, but every time we looked up, she had the ball in her hand, was going through, Crystal.
Yeah, she's been strong for Taniwharau. You always love someone who comes off the bench and makes their presence felt.
Now they've got momentum, running hard. It's Diamond Henry. She's going to be taken down, is she? Well, she's still going and gets the ball away. Finds Honor Wilson. She's finally brought down by Crystal Tofui. Ball's gone loose. Has it gone forward? Yes, it has. So again, poor execution, getting close to the final play. And it was the final play, so I'm sure Coach Berryman is going to have a few words about the overall play. Oh, no one at acting half. Basic mistake by Pakuranga. What were they thinking? Ball for Taniwharau. Gifted. Nico. Nico still going. Can see the line. Finally dumped on her back. Gifted the ball. Wilson looking up. Looking for a runner, Roima to Crawford. I think she thought she might have had a really good chance there with a spin, but they were onto it, the Jags. Paiko looks up, find Crosby. Ball right in front of Taniwha, so she'll take the tackle. Will she? No, she gets up and has another go and finally stopped. There's Coach Berryman for Taniwharau. Look at this. Guess who it is? Leah Reese-Talker. Can she go? Oh, good D. She felt that one too. From Naz Siu Manutafa. Nice dude. She didn't like that at all. Gave her a good old stare. Crosby gets one high. Is it high? He's calling it high. Looked just like a jersey pull high, but hey. Referee Newton says, nope, that's high. You're going to have to keep defending, ladies. Paiko looks up, finds Howell. They continue down this edge, and yes, Talker's in. That'll be number 2 for Leah Reese-Talker, the skipper for Taniwharau. All that hard work, hey?
Yeah, they've been being hard. Pakuranga, they've been really working hard for each other, but it's always going to be hard to defend. Leah Reese-Talker that close to the line.
But similar to her try in the first half, just give her the ball. She's running onto the ball nicely too, and they were sitting way back behind the line when they should have been a lot more further forward, right?
Yeah, you see Capri's eyes saying, yep, just run in here. Passes the ball straight to her. Yeah, it's always going to be hard to defend her running that hard at the line.
Leah Reese-Talker won't get an easier try. The score just starts to tick a little bit. 24-0, kick to come. Crosby missed the last one. Running it 50%. And she's going to below 50%. That's 2 from 5. So, solid regathering. Let's just double check some movement on the bench. Taniwharau, 19, has come off. That's Rooney Cowan. And Kupaniko's gone back on. No. So we've just seen a player walk off. We'll double check if that's an injury replacement. No, Kupaniko on. Yeah, off. Yes, so Rooney Cowan on, Kupaniko off. There's Kirihahi Ihakara. I liked what I saw with her as she came on. A little under 30 to play, 24-0. Taniwharau against Pakuranga. It's week 9 of the Steele-Shanks Premiership. Papakura will play Mount Albert at 2:30 this coming Saturday afternoon. The other match being played is Richmond against Otara, 1 versus 2 at 2:30. Howard get the bye, Richmond Otara. I bet you'll be keeping your eye on that one.
Yeah, that'll be a good game. That'll be a very good game.
Richmond at the top of the men's and the top of the women's, having a great season, the Bulldogs club. How's that to start a set off? Taniwharau, ball in hand, stepping. There's Crawford. Romata just pushing forward, sucking in 2 players. They won't make that mistake again of having no marker. Crosby belted down low by Ihakara, but it gets the ball away quickly. They go wide and big. Oh, nice play. Taniwharau now with some confidence. Crosby. A little high, but gets away with it. Here's Leah Restoka, 2 tries this evening. 5 and last for Taniwharau. What do? Well, they go to the air or run it through the hands. Well, finally, it'll be Honor Wilson. Puts it down. Ball's hit the deck all over the place, but it's been knocked on. So, poor finish, but they look good with ball in hand, don't they? Sometimes you think with who they are playing, they could probably hang on to it and give it a nudge. Yeah,
I reckon they could probably go through the hands as opposed to kicking it to get it wide with the skill set that they do have, Taniwharau. But they're opting for the kicks, and yeah, it hasn't been of benefit to them in the last couple, so maybe they might look to go through the hands.
Would love to see Jade Wharamate on the back of a good back line that can really move, because she's got some wheels for Pakuranga. Tainaki being manhandled well. This is Charmaine Sheffield. Haven't seen much from Charmaine this evening. Good to see her get involved. Crusher, is he called? I think he's called a crusher. Well, that's a bit of a rarity in the women's game, isn't it?
Yeah. Don't see it often. You've seen a few hip drops, but not too many crushers.
After you are there. They are trying their guts out, Pakuranga. Lisa Poe Tofayano. Getting close to halfway. Here come the Jags. From a standing start, Barbara Ovar. How about that? And they get the penalty. Wow.
I wouldn't expect anything less. She's very strong, very powerful. So, got a weightlifting background.
Wairua Lloyd. So here's another opportunity. You'd like to see them finish this one off, Pakuranga. There's Kirihahi Ihakara. Closing in on the line. What can Pakuranga do? Pritchard still going. Look, she sucked in 4 defenders. This is where you need the quick play. They're not short on the blind side. Little ball across. Finds Ovar again. On tackle 4. Pakuranga. Oh, some miscommunication. So they come left. This is Tainaki. Oh, that young woman is not afraid to go straight and just take on any player.
She's a brave heart for sure.
Here we go. Pakuranga with a chance. That was a foul call from Casper the Ghost out there. He called that one. So just the execution. It's all it comes down to, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Had numbers out there. Timing is a big part of this, though, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, that's definitely timing, but in that instance, not a whole lot of pressure on.
Diamond Henry, she's not careful, she will run herself out of touch. That was a good play. Some might have thought she wasn't square, but the touchy thought she was. So Taniwharau making a bit of a meal to get out of their own half here. And that's what you do. You just run straight into Taniwha and she'll stop you dead. So they're just heading towards halfway. Boy, they are certainly standing up and hitting them. Barbara Oval with another strong hit. They're on 5, just behind halfway. And they've found some empty space, so they better get going. You can't guarantee now. They've got to turn and get out of there, otherwise they're in trouble. Oh, no, that's not what you do. And that'll be a goal line dropout. Oh, well, no. It must have come off. It's obviously come off a hand of Taniwharau, otherwise.
I think it has, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so breathe a sigh of relief, Jags fans. Oh, yeah. Keep going. And away they go down that end. That's Jade Wharamate. If anyone deserves a try, she does. Wharamate will go all the way, will she? Yes, she does. We've been waiting for her to bust open, and she does that. And Pakuranga score. And she certainly deserves that one.
Oh, she does indeed. She's been working hard all game. Spoke of her getting an open space earlier because we knew the pace that she had, and she's just showing that. To get Pakuranga on the board, so impressed with everything that they've been doing tonight. Look at the pace she's got to burn. She holds the ball in 2 hands to look like she's going to pass back onto her inside, but then tucks it back under her right arm and goes all the way. What a beautiful try by Jade Wharamate.
I think she was looking for some help and thought, oh, well, I can't. I'm not going to get. I'm not getting someone else will go all the way. And good for her, too, because that will lift the Pakuranga Jaguars, and they certainly deserve to put points on the board. Maybe they've just found a little bit of a chink in the armour of Taniwharau. Still plenty of time to get more points. That'll make them feel good, and that'll make Coach Joe Abraham know that they're on the right path. And to turn around what happened to them last week and post this sort of performance at the moment, that's a win for me.
Oh, yeah, the coach would be absolutely stoked, I'd say.
This is Mirepa Sio Manutafa. Strikes it well, and she's going to get the full set here. Wonderful conversion from Mirepa Sio Manutafa.
Look at the little smiles on their faces. They're so happy, and so they should be.
And it's 24-6, Taniwharau against Pakuranga. Just shows all the work, hard work pays off, and that must be huge going forward, right?
Oh, yeah, that'll just boost their confidence, lift their energy levels too, to finish this game strong.
Well, she shrugged off Trinity Crosby, and Trinity Crosby is no slouch when it comes to gas. But as we have said, Jade Wharamate, we've been waiting for something to happen, give her some open space. Well, she got it and she delivered. Leah Ristoka with the restart. Well, she's an absolute shocker there. It's almost as if she sort of scrubbed the top of the ball and didn't even make the 10. So Pakuranga will go, okay, here's another shot. Let's see what they do with it. Under 20 to play. This is the start of week 9 in the Steele-Shanks Women's Premiership. Where's
the ball, boys?
Oh, he's probably...
might have gone to bed already.
It's past his bedtime. Well, it's 9:15. Mind you, it's... Come on, Mum, it's holidays. Can I start an extra hour? Taniwha stop dead. Lloyd waiting. Now there's a little bit of ball movement here. This is Barbara Ovar trying to drag players with her. Oh, that's just tidy little play. Heads up, seeing this room, just keep going forward. Oh, whoa. Horrible pass, great save. Still the last tackle. They go to the air off the kick of Sio Manutafa. So a little bit of panic. Didn't help themselves there, did they?
Not the best execution on the back end of a set.
I think Leah Reese-Talker was looking around going, come on, ladies, I think we can do a lot better than this. But then again, you have to hand it to Pakuranga for putting all the pressure on Taniwharau when they've had that opportunity.
Yeah, one would say that, you know, Taniwharau might not be playing at their best, but then on the other side, I believe that Pakuranga have just really lifted and they're actually playing it at their best.
Well, just that moment ago, a little bit of more second phase play, getting the ball movement around. We've started to see a bit more of that. They could, you know, start being a little more of a threat going forward.
Yes.
Oh. Arthur Uainet being called up for being leaning in on the tackle, so that's a cheap penalty to give away, particularly when it's on their 40. Not a bad touch finder too, so they'll start the set inside the half.
Come up. Yes.
That's a tidy run from Taniwharau. Picky's on. Here comes Picky Hickey Sweet.
Ho! There now. Lock it in, Marcus. Go to.
Referee Newton onto that. Wilson holds it up. Nice ball. Henry coming. Wilson there. Some suggestion of a forward pass, but no. Nice interplay, and Honor Wilson gets a try with a nice play between herself and Diamond Henry. And it's another 4-pointer for Taniwharau.
Yeah, Diamond Henry's had some brilliant touches with the ball in hand. She either tucks it and goes, or she's setting something up. This instance gets on the outside. Beautiful pass back on the inside to Honor Wilson.
Shade of a forward pass?
From that angle, definitely looked like it.
So let's have a look at this one. We're sort of side on now, and...
Oh, the post is in the way.
There's always a post there when you need it, isn't there? Just watch this one here. Oh, no, I'm going to give that. I'm calling line ball. Is that okay, Coach?
Yep, that's all right, ref.
Crosby with the conversion. She's 2 from 5. Started off well, went 2 from 2. Radar's just gone off slightly. Let's see if she can bring it back to 50%. 6 tries so far for Taniwharau. And she chips that one over. And they hit 30. That's 30 points to 6. Taniwharau lead Pakuranga in week 9 of the Steele-Shanks Premiership. I think what we're seeing here, Crystal, is that you really can't take your foot off the pedal with Taniwharau, because given the opportunity, they'll hurt you quick, and we've seen that. The Leary's took a try, which was back-to-back sets, and then that one there.
Yeah, they've, you know, I still believe they've got a lot more to offer, Taniwharau, and they're gradually building in this game. But, you know, it all comes down to, too, is, like you said, keeping the foot on the pedal when it matters the most. And, you know, from here on in for the rest of the 14 minutes remaining of the game, I still believe that Taniwharau can lift another couple of notches in the game and the standard that I know that they can play it, and they have been playing that for the, you know, the first part of the season.
Donia Sharma is on in 14 for Pakuranga, and Julie Pritchard is off. Oh, you're kidding me. Whoa, talk about getting lucky. Here's Picky.
Hands off now. Here, one marker. 19. Movement. Here we are, with me. Go.
So ball movement now seems to have been the message from Taniwharau. Work Pakuranga over. Just keep on marching forward. Because they've made some easy meters, only tackle 3. Messi play the ball. Crosby finds that dead space again. They've got to be careful here. Nicely picked up by Wharemate. Scored that wonderful solo try down the touchline about 10 minutes ago. Wow, Leoris Toka, I've got to say, she's starting to come into contention for the Health Basics player of the match because she's everywhere. Wow, a bit of angst. So Selja just tucks it under arm and keeps going. Took a knock to the nose early in the match, came back on. Pakuranga, whoops. Defense is up to it. Go to the air. Have they found some space? Oh, that's well taken by Tamaria Muru Hauraki. Been a bit quiet in the last 20 or so minutes. She was a lot busier in the first 40, wasn't she? Not happy.
Up and square. Good space, go through.
Look at this for a break now. Look out. Here comes Manurewa Howell. Can she do it? No. Nicely cut down by Siu Manutafa. There's a huge gap opening there for Cowan.
Number 13. Offside. Number 13.
It's an offside call, but that was off the back. A quick play the ball. Capri Poko has the ball. 10 out. Full set for Taniwharau. Cowan again just walks into a wall of blue. She's a beggar for punishment. Tutorewa comes back inside. This is Toka. Toka looking for number 3. Picky. Can Picky get there? She barged away over. No, she can't. Hands over the eyes. Don't want to look, coach. Taniwharau looking to score another 4-pointer. They've got numbers. Henry. Ooh. I see Lopa Ovale, the touchy, nodding. So, okay. Try scored. I was looking at where she slid out and had she had the ball down first. But Lopa Ovale on the touch. He says, yep, that's another 4-pointer.
Yeah, she's been good this game too. But look at this break from Howell. So powerful. She's been brilliant with every touch of the ball that she's had in this game.
And here's the try here from Diamond Henry. Watch closely. She gets down, it gets caught down there, and then, oh. Okay, not saying anything.
Yeah. Lau was right there, so here's the linesman.
Yep, can't overcall the linesman unless you, well. Anyway, 34 points to 0. Diamond Henry with the try. Does Diamond Henry come into contention for the Health Basics Player of the match?
I think she's been brilliant. It's a tight contest with the Taniwharau ladies.
Yep. Plenty have put their hand up tonight. But it's taken them a while to get going. 4 tries now in this half, 3 in the first. 34 points to 6. Crosby, another challenging kick. Oh, she's hit this well, but it's just drifted to the right of the upright, so no extras added. And Taniwharau lead 34 points to 6 here at Mount Smart number 2. So nice to have the Nuanua dance troupe, the Cook Islands dance troupe here tonight, entertaining people at halftime, hearing the drums beating. Felt a little bit like being at a Warriors game. I love the drums. Always love the drums. You know you're at a Warriors game. I think that's a good signature, the drums. Love it. You can sort of look over to see the Eastern Grandstand and realise that the Warriors have a bye week.
Yes.
That'll to give some of their injured players a chance to freshen up for the next game, which I think is away to Canberra. So Pakuranga with the restart. Under 10 to play. They can certainly hold their heads high today after this performance. May not get the win. Well, won't get the win, but the improvement that we have seen over the 70-so minutes from last week when they conceded 70 is marked. Oh, that's a great hit. Bounce, though. Howell. Good, strong run again. Here they come. That's Leah Rees-Tucker. Good working over by Seselja. Just working her over. Gotta love that. Has another nudge, too, trying to jump out of the acting half quickly. Maybe they think they've got something on that left edge there. Well, they've gone through 3 tacklers. They found something. Taniwharau still able to get the ball away. They've got to sort that out. Pakuranga. Here's Picky. 5 and last for Taniwharau. Have they got more points than them? Here comes Rooney Cowan. Terrible kick. Goes into the hands of the Jaguars. Tell you what, don't give Jade Wharamata any room. Gee, the acting half pretty slow to get up to play the ball. And still going is Roy Martin Crawford. So we'll let you know the Health Basics Player of the Match in just a moment, around the 5-minute mark. Number of nominees that have put their hand up tonight. Doesn't always have to come from the winning side. Seselja, good carry. Still going, legs driving, gets them to halfway. Jaguars with ball. Now just remember, this is two sides with not full benches. Taniwharau playing with 2 on the bench and Pakuranga with only 3. So this is a fine effort by both these sides. They go to the air. Have they found some space? No, that's been nicely taken by Te Maria Muru Hauraki. She's been solid under the high ball tonight. I've got to say, Crystal, if you're the coach, let's be fair here. You know, we don't want to see that, and that's unintentional. But should there be a rule in the women's game about, you know, getting your long hair under control and under a cap? I'm asking the question, and I'm asking a serious question because you can certainly do some damage to it, right? Unintentionally, right? And that's probably where I'm coming from.
Yeah. It'll just be too hard to monitor, and yeah.
This is Capri Paiko. She's been good in it acting half tonight in the number 4 jersey for Taniwharau. As Howell She's come to life in the last 10 minutes. Paiko. Ball comes out to Honor Wilson, who scored the last try. No, that was Darwin Henry, actually. And there's a forward pass gone. So, under 5 to play. Who is our Health Basics player of the match, Crystal? 13, Leah Rees-Talker, the skipper. Leah Rees-Talker is your Health Basics player of the match tonight, representing Taniwharau, the skipper. 2 tries so far in this match.
Always doing heaps of mahi, Leah. Attacking and defensive, but next time tidy up your kicks, please, and you'll have a perfect match.
Okay, coach has spoken, say no more.
Oh, she knows where I'm coming from.
Oh, okay, fair play. So Leah Rees-Talker is your Health Basics player of the match in this round 9 match in the Steele-Shanks Premiership. That defence is swarming. They're trying to get away from it. But there's also a sideline here. Be careful, we've seen this before, and we see it again. And that was Donia Sharma, who came off the bench and has handed more ball back to Taniwharau. They will not be done with yet with under 4 minutes to play. 34 points to 6. You certainly hope that Pakuranga can arm up. Here comes Roy Marta Crawford. Paiko looking up. Talker wants 3, and she's going to get 3. Just like that. Leah Rees-Talker gets her 3rd try of the evening. The hat-trick does the job on top of being named Health Basics player of the match. The skipper leading by example tonight. And Taniwharau hit 38 with the kick to come. It's taken them a while. They really would have wanted to start a lot faster than they did. And Pakuranga just unable to hold back. The 3 tries have all been close to the line, but she certainly executed them, and just a nice ball. Bounces off Tiratia Tenaki. And Leah Rees-Talker has led Taniwharau admirably tonight. 38 points to 6. This is a big win for them and potentially puts them into the top 4, depending on the result between Papakura and Mount Albert. That game being played at 2:30 this Saturday afternoon. The strike is okay, but it's been underdone, and we don't get the extra, so the score remains unchanged as we head towards full time. It's Taniwharau 38, Pakuranga 6. Rees-Talker, what a fine effort she's put in for her Taniwharau side tonight. And Coach Patara Berryman and Russell Leaf, they will be happy campers heading down State Highway 1 tonight, heading back to Huntley. That'll make them feel good. I'm sure the radio will be on, or Spotify will be on, and the tunes will be blasting. Under 90 seconds to play. Final throw of the dice for Pakuranga. What do? Do they go short? No, they don't go short. This time it's taken cleanly by Taniwharau. Do they chance their arm and just spin it from here? Under 60 seconds to play. Just working the game through. And look who's there again. Leah Rees-Talker. Can't get enough of it. Cannot get enough of it. It being the ball. Cowan walks into Tawhaiano and co. Paiko running, still running. Finally gets the ball away. Finds Roy Marta Crawford called high. Time off is called. have no idea what that he was signalling there. But we move on. Seconds left in this round 9 match. Taniwharau and the hooter goes. And it's done. Taniwharau with a solid win against the Pakuranga Jaguars. 38 points to 6. 3 tries in the first half, 5 in the second half. 3 to our Health Basics player of the match and the skipper, Leah Rees-Toka. But a vastly improved performance by Pakuranga. And one might suggest they'll see that under Coach Joe Abraham as a bit of a win this evening. Stick with us. We'll get some post-game reaction shortly, live.
Uso, mates,
Tell off of Vinaka Saipai.
it's 7th season. When are you sending the money over?
Don't worry about it. It's sent through ClickX. It's fast and easy.
But how fast will the money get here?
Oh, heckers, mate. It's like this fast.
Hurry up, man. Hurry up. oh, sorry. What by that TV?
ClickX for super fast, easy money transfers to Tonga, Samoa, Fiji, Vanuatu, Cook Islands, and Papua New Guinea. Go to clickx.com now.
Introducing Curo by Downlights, exclusively at Briscoe's, where luxury meets purpose. At Downlights, we believe in the power of diversity, equity and inclusivity. That's why we're proud to employ industrious young adults with Down syndrome and learning disabilities. With every Downlights candle or Briscoe's Curo home fragrance purchase, you are supporting meaningful employment opportunities for young disabled New Zealanders. Briscoe's proudly supports Downlights.
Stats. Full-time done in week 9 of the Steele-Shanks Premiership to open it up, and it's a win to Taniwharau, 38 points to 6. Let's go down. Crystal has our Health Basics player of the match from Taniwharau.
Well, congratulations, Leah, lady of the match, and also a brilliant game from your ladies. This game here has put you in good stead into 4th place for finals footy. How proud of the ladies are you?
Very proud, yeah. We've worked hard to get it. Definitely some improvements going into next week, but yeah, proud of the night we've had today.
You still were up at half time, but what was the message from Coach Patara when you come into second half, because you guys lifted the game massively?
I think there was a little bit of miscommunication going on in the first half, and he just gave us that sorted out.
Well, all the best for the rest of the season, and hope to see you guys in finals footy.
Yeah, thank you.
Leah Rees-Toka picking out what Crystal had seen as well. A little bit of lack of communication costing them as we saw that. Let's now go downstairs and hear from the skipper of Pakuranga, Barbara Ovar.
Vastus, always got a smile on your face regardless. What's been the message from the coach and the focuses heading into tonight's game?
Main focus was just let our leaders lead and just follow through and just trust in the process. That was our biggest one coming through today. But yeah, like you said, always a smile at the end of the day, because we had a few debuts, even though we were about to finish our season. But that's what we're all about, eh? In order for us to grow the sport, we really want to just get those girls that have never done it before, just get in there and just give it a go.
I love that message, and I love what you guys are doing at Pakuranga. You guys have got the Richmond Roses coming up. What will be the key areas that you guys think you need to work on heading into that game?
Yeah, just going back and going over our plays and a lot of tackling work, just get in there. But yeah, just go back to the drawing board and just get those comms out, eh?
Well, I'm so proud of your team watching you guys tonight. So it's all the best for your guys' final game of the season.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Bobra Ovar, the captain of Pakuranga, what a lovely, lovely attitude towards the game, just getting them out there and teaching them about the great game of rugby league. Wrapping up this one, Taniwharau 38-6 over Pakuranga. The completion rate a lot higher, possession as well, and they had a lot more ball, but, you know, they've still got work to do. They will move it at the 4, but that will also depend a lot, on the Papakura Mount Albert game this coming weekend as they head back to the sheds. And downstate, Hobart 1 back to Hartley with smiles on their faces. As we remind you, this weekend in the Fox Memorial Premiership, lots of footy to be played. All games kicking off at 2:30. The Hornets against the Leopards, the Saints against the Pirates, Scorpions, Lions, Vikings, Roosters, and the Magpies play the Glenora Bears. And the Shaman Cup, the Hawks face the Tigers. It's Raiders, Broncos, Ponies, Panthers, Marlins, Greyhounds, and the Jaguars against the Pukekohe Pythons. And there are 2 games in the Steele-Shanks Women's Premiership. The Mount Albert Lionesses against Crystal's Papakura Seagulls, and the Richmond Roses against the Otara Scorians. 1 versus 2 from Greyland at 2:35. Get out there. There's a whole lot of footy coming your way this weekend. Enjoy it wherever you are. On behalf of Crystal Auto, I'm Stephen McIver. Until next Wednesday night, take it easy and ka kite.
Next week on Wednesday Night League. At 6, the Papakura Seagulls take on the Otara Scorpions. Followed at 8 in the Fox with the Otara men taking on the Glenora Bears. ARL Wednesday Night League. Live on Sky Sports 3 and the ARL YouTube channel.